Hello, everyone. My name is Ned Canty, General Director of Opera Memphis, and today is the first of our rehearsal blogs for our upcoming production of the Elixir of Love, opening February 2nd. Today was our first day. We had our meet and greet early, and then we spent most of the day just talking about the production, talking about character, backstory, did a little bit of work with Nemorino and Adina, a little bit of work with Dolcamada and Nemorino, really just starting to establish the relationships, but also to start establishing the, for lack of a better word, the comic vocabulary, especially that first duet between Adina and Nemorino sets up a lot of not only the comedic vocabulary, but also the backstory and the history of the two of them. The world that we're working on and the backstory that we're working on, which is based on clues and hints and bits of information and lines that are there in the score. It's not something we're just making up, but there is a lot of room to fill in. That the Adina's parents owned pretty much the whole town, everything around it. When they were growing up and they were kids, Nemorino and Adina used to play together, had a very good relationship, but she was always sort of the leader of their games. But they, at 10 or 11 or whatever, they had their little sort of marriage under a tree. They shared their first kiss, whatever. And when Adina got sent off to boarding school, they swore that they would always love each other and they would get married when they were grown-ups and whatnot. And of course, Nemorino stayed in town and never forgot that promise. And Adina went off and got an education and spent time in Paris and New York and London and sort of forgot about him. And when she came back to town after her parents died, instead of doing what everyone expected and either selling everything or getting married and having her husband run it, she decides to stay and run it all herself. We decided that happened about 6 months before the start of the opera, so just long enough for everybody else in town to start getting used to the idea that this is the new normal, that Adina is going to be running things from now on, and for all the other men in town who thought they might have had a chance with her to give up. So Nemorino's the only one left who's still making the case for her. So and there are lots of little clues to this kind of thing. In this first duet, Nemorino says you can change lovers, as Adina recommends that he does, but you can never forget your first love. And if you go with the idea that Adina is in fact his first love, then that gives that line a particular logic and a particular potency. And again, as you go through it and you go with that idea of them as playmates, you see how immature and stupid so many of their interactions are, so many of their fights are. At the end of that first duet, it literally descends into CCC, no, 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 CCC, no, no, no. I mean, just the most basic childhood schoolyard argument. So we made a lot of good progress on that. We're very much looking forward to getting our conductor, who's David Hayes, who isn't able to join us for the first couple of days of rehearsal. So we're looking forward to getting him here. And I'll be talking more about each day and what we're working on. Tomorrow, we have a bit of a field trip to buy some boots, and then we're going to go back a little bit, work on the very first couple of scenes, and tomorrow night we have chorus, and we'll work on plugging the chorus into those scenes and vice versa. So I hope you enjoy these blogs. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them or go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/OperaMemphis, and let us know what you think. And if you want me to talk about anything in particular about the show or the characters or the production or anything, let me know. I'm happy to talk about it. Thanks very much. Have a great night. Talk to you tomorrow.